Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Population 1.8 million, the city that never sleeps. Looking down the strip, hundreds of hotels, thousands of one-armed men, wonderful displays, things to do, great shopping. And here we are at the Sam Boyd Stadium for the fourth stop on the HSBC Sevens World Series for 2011. Las Vegas Sevens. We've been to Dubai, George, and Wellington so far. And after Las Vegas, it'll be Hong Kong, Adelaide, London, and Edinburgh. A truly international event showcasing the best of Sevens rugby. Here we are, high up on the Wells Fargo Tower, as we look at the series table so far after the three tournaments that have been played, and it's very exciting at the top. England and New Zealand share the lead, with Samoa in third place, Fiji fourth, then South Africa, Australia, Argentina, Wales, the United States, Kenya, and Scotland. Here we are, it's accumulated points from play, and here are the four pools. We're going to have the points available there, Steve? No pools available. Pool A, England, Argentina, France, New Zealand and Wales lead. Pool B, Pool C, Fiji and Australia. Did you miss a caption there, Steve? Did you miss a caption there? Points available. Okay. And in Pool D will be the team that won here last year on this field, Samoa, with South Africa, then the host nation, United States and Japan. So here we are, what a beautiful setting, very good crowd in, looks like about 20,000 in already for the early stages here on day one of the USA Sevens. And conditions very good. With me in the commentary today, be former US Eagles captain Dan Lyle. Dan, looking good for a great 2 days.
Yeah, I think most of the 20,000 are dressed as empty seats this morning, Keith, but we're really excited about the event today, and this game looks to be a cracker.
And here come the first two teams here on day one, and running out to play are New Zealand and Uruguay. Crowd noise, and we'll watch so we make the team in white, New Zealand. And the team in black is Uruguay.
You got one.
And the referee is a young Australian from Sydney. His name is Anthony Moyes, and he's set to control this one, which will be a test for New Zealand to see if they can get straight into the kind of form that's taken them to victories in the last two tournaments. And Uruguay, new on the circuit this year, a bit of an unknown factor, so that will in itself be a test for New Zealand here on day one.
Yeah, Uruguay is a team that won last weekend in the South American Championship, so they're coming off a good steady event. They came in second against Argentina last weekend, so qualified again for this event last year, so we'll see them again.
And there is Juan de Freitas, star player in the Uruguay team. Kicking off for New Zealand is number 7, Bryce Heem, and straight away that's what they call in Australia a falcon. It's hit him on the head and bounced away and straight into the hands of the New Zealand team, and straight away running for the line is Lotte Raikambula, number 5, and lost on the line. So a dramatic start to the game there. There's the New Zealand coach looking across. Start from the 22 by Uruguay. There's the big man, Juan Martin Jovet. Big figure in the plans of Uruguay in this game. This is good aggressive play by the South American team, and look at them go. Number 12 is Alejo Para. So coming slowly across is Juan Martin Jovet, who made that little break there. But good start for New Zealand, but they missed that first try.
Yeah, it looks on the loop that was driven into touch almost. He put the ball back, and kicked the ball out of a touchline, so they out of the back of the end goal, and the 22 dropouts. A little bit clever, took the ball upfield and got the ball just across midfield and lost out of bounds, but ref called a knock on, and here we are at the scrum.
Remember, 7 minutes each way, 7 players on each side. This is the new game, Olympic status for the Rio de Janeiro games of 2016.
Referee called the driving in and boring in, as they say in the scrum, against Uruguay. Against Uruguay. New Zealand have the ball now.
Bryce Heem for New Zealand, who's played so well. Just a young man playing, and has only played 3 first-class games back home, and the 15-a-side version, spotted by Gordon Titchens and brought into the lineup. Here we are, halfway line. Diego Magno, and here goes Sebastian Coelho, new player in the 7th team. This Uruguay team, though they had that runner-up result last week in terms of the International Rugby Boards, 8 of them are brand new to this level of competition on the IRB 7 circuit. They don't play too many tournaments, so there is a turnover of players in their setup. Great to see them here. Throwing for New Zealand is number 10, Toby Arnold. That's the 22-metre line to the left. There's the man driving in hard again, Joaquin Lovet. Manu, number 9. Good quick play there by Declan O'Donnell for New Zealand. Bouncing back, waiting for the line. It sort of slowed the game down, Dan.
Yeah, it seems to be a game of patience definitely here, but there's a break there. Uruguay against New Zealand, always being caught there. Not enough pace in the Uruguayan side, but maybe the width of the field will help them today.
Here goes Juan Martin Jovet, who's been a prominent player in their team so far, and now picked up by Toby Arnold of New Zealand, who's in number 10. That's trying to break out of the 22.
Release the ball when you get up. No, release the ball. Release the ball.
Okay. So they're going for position here. Now this is a pretty good tactic. It is possible to kick for goal and make points via a penalty, but going for position gives them the chance to do something from set play.
It's possession for Uruguay. As long as they keep the ball, they just got to keep it out of the hands of the New Zealanders. They're gonna score against this side if they don't.
Well, that was a throw that was not straight, so a scrum will follow.
That's right. Anytime the ball doesn't go straight down the channel, as they call it, the 1 meter
Scott,
line,
just go,
the gap
Nick.
between the teams, a scrum results to the opposition if the ball doesn't go straight. So New Zealand will have the ball attacking out of their own end, just right over the Subway breakfast logo there.
So in other words, that's a bit...
Touch.
yeah, okay.
Fellas, I want to touch on the shoulder. That's where the touch is. Where the touch.
It's not in sync
Let's go.
either, Steve.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
So
Stay
it's
up.
a powerful New Zealand front row of
Let
Mickelson,
him go.
King and Grice, the new kid in the New Zealand team of 12. But this is a very good beginning here by Uruguay. Number 12 is Alejo Parra, and now they're moving it wide again. Brave play by the unheralded South American team. Now here is Scott Curry for New Zealand. Going into the setup, they look at bigger players, but there's a lot of spirit and speed in the Uruguay team in these early stages. He's right up against his own goal line here, pushes it to the sideline, and that was a curious kick.
Yeah, it looks like the referee was giving a penalty already, so I think he just kicked it out in order to restart and get a better day. Not the normal tactic for New Zealand of giving them to restart the ball there, but we'll see how they go. Very surprising that Uruguay's got the scoreline 0-0 up to this point.
They're playing out of their heads here at the moment. This is the New Zealand team that was beaten in the semi-finals in Dubai, but they won the tournament in George and in New Zealand just 7 days ago. And here's a man who's under a bit of pressure here, Toby Arnold. I can't hear him, Steve. Can't hear that. The crowd effects have gone. Okay, thank you. So Arnold throws. That's a good tactic sometimes, short and flat to the front, all done on code words, numbers, or verbal signals. And a lovely run here by New Zealand's Frank Halai.
There he
Straight
goes.
through. First points. Frank Halai goes in under the posts, and New Zealand are in the lead. And I guess it's a case of a long time coming, but they've got the lead, and a well-taken try it was too.
Yeah, just moved out from the line out, moved wide, one step, beats his man, and its pace is the name of the game in sevens. And he's away and scoring between the post here. There he is, dotting down. Second try of the day.
Yes, he got one in his earlier match, and nice work by Halai. This is a young man making fast progress in the sevens world. As the try is converted, it's 7-0 to New Zealand, and you heard the big hooter going, and it's New Zealand in the lead over Uruguay 7-0. So Dan, just a little summary of the first half.
Well, steady progress by both teams. Ball static around midfield, didn't really get either way, and right at the halftime, a quick line out, ball moved wide, a bit of pace, a bit of step, and score between the posts. So New Zealand 7-up.
Okay, let's look inside the New Zealand huddle now. There's that well-known New Zealander, Waisale Serevi.
Up there in Seattle,
So
Central Washington.
We can hear him here, presumably. Okay, great. This is good enough.
Well, we got
So we'll let this go, Dan, on the day.
Right.
Yeah. So who are these guys? Gareth, who are these guys?
It's Central Washington from Seattle.
Very good.
And they're playing against Kutztown University from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So the winner of this game gets an automatic bid to our Philadelphia event
Oh, yeah.
on NBC as well.
So there's going to be a key man for Uruguay in the second half. Juan Martin Jovet, number 8. Big presence in the first half from him, but the second spell is going to begin with a kick from Sebastian Coelho.
Looks like Diego Mano, number 9, and Donoso Etuiero, number 4, have got through a lot of work in the first half. There's the coach on the sideline getting ready.
So we'll wait till the
Right.
when it gets to this one.
Yep.
We have a new start in the second half.
Perfect.
Yeah. Second half begins. It's Uruguay in the hoops against New Zealand in the white, and that's a bad fumble by this New Zealand team's playing terribly here in this match. And Uruguay, they're behind on the score, but they've got a chance. But here comes a breakout by number 5, Lotte Rakambula for New Zealand.
advantage.
run.
High tackle. Back.
Bit of aggression there.
Bit of fisticuffs down
Yeah.
there. It's the name of the game for Uruguay. They have to slow New Zealand down. They have to keep the ball from going wide. They have to keep the ball tight. Otherwise, New Zealand will run away from them.
That's why Saleh Serevi began for Fiji back in the 1980s as a teenager, 18 years of age, and played right through until he was 40 years of age for his country in the Rugby World Cup version in 15s and in 7s. And many people, perhaps most people, consider him the greatest ever exponent of the 7-a-side rugby game.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play with him against the Barbarians, or with the Barbarians in England, and had a wonderful time. He's now putting his talents into the coaching ranks.
This is ball play again by Uruguay, but New Zealand pouncing on their mistakes. There's a few errors on both sides here. Number 12 for Uruguay going down is Alejo Para. How is that pronounced? A-L-A? Alejo. Now here we have Rodrigo Martinez. There's a rather kind of unsightly pile up here, but